Welcome back! We have arrived on the desolate world of Korriban, and according to Card's friend that we saw in Manon, there is a Sith Academy here where we are going to see if we can try to find his son Dreshdae. That's so far the only thing that we are here to do besides look for the star map, but I'm sure we'll get more side quests along the way. And we're probably going to have to deal with a Sith here. So let's go ahead and get going. For this part of the planet, I'm going to take Jolie and HK because they both have awesome dialogue. Whoops, I think I forgot to select one of them. My bad, I forgot to select Jolie. And I still need to give him some clothes. Let's see, let's level both of them up.
Yes?
Jolie, let's give you more dexterity, always good. Skills, okay, here's one thing I've been meaning to kind of rant about here about this game. Skills are kind of a little bit limited. And the reason why I say this is because you really don't use all that many skills unless the, at least for NPCs, unless they're a scoundrel. Because when they're a soldier, they get only 1 point, and if they're a Jedi, they normally only get 1 point unless they're a sentinel, which is Bastila. And if they're a normal character, they get more points, but it's really only useful in terms of what skills are class skills and which ones are cross-class skills, unless they're a scoundrel. And really the only things that you can do that are really all that useful are treat injury and repair if the player character doesn't already have it, but I do. And since Persuade is out, that can't be used. Security is not really useful just because you can just bash through things. Awareness is good if you switch around characters a lot, but I'm not really doing that, so I'm putting points in it just because there isn't a whole lot to do. But treat injury, I'm kind of making that obsolete just by virtue of giving all the Jedi in my party heal. And of course stealth I'm not using, so it's pretty much demolitions and computer use that are the two that I'm not using, and I can't really sink points into this because it's a cross-class skill for a lot of people, and I don't know. Well, okay, I guess for Jedi it's not, but at this point I'm not really interested in developing it for anybody at this point. So it's, I don't know, I have a lot of people with demolitions and computer use. I don't know, computer use, there just isn't a whole lot of opportunity to use that throughout this game. In the second game they improved this greatly, mainly because security can be used to bypass the bashing of things, which could break things and all that. So anyway, rant over. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take up all that time on that, but I just had to get that out. I know I'm kind of just messing around with all the skills and whatnot when I give points to that. Like here, I'm just going to put points into demolitions just because I feel like I need a demolitions expert on whatever configuration of my team that I've got, at least for the most part. And I'll just keep sinking points into that. Alright.
Yes?
Let's take a look around this docking area. We're in another dock. And there's really not a whole lot to see around here. There's a guy over there. Let's see what he wants. Mechanic.
Nice to see the Hawk still in one piece. Beauty of a ship, that.
Wait a minute. How do you know about the Ebon Hawk?
Ah, I've seen this little ship before plenty of times. Used to make runs for the exchange, didn't it? Korriban's nice and remote. The kind of place the exchange likes. You don't need to worry about me saying anything. I don't give a whit what you do with your ship. Smuggling's what the Hawk was made for, though.
Well, good, because I don't want any trouble. Nice to know that the ship has a reputation and that they mention that. It kind of brings some continuity to the game.
Oh, nobody special. I just do the routine maintenance work for the ships that come in. I used to see the Hawk here all the time.
Really?
You sure can.
Let's see if he knows anything about the planet, because we haven't really talked to anybody about Korriban yet.
Not much. It's a pretty barren planet, to tell the truth. Not of much interest to anyone. Unless you're a Sith, I guess. They seem to think this place is something special.
So why do you think this, the Sith think Korriban is special?
Probably all them ruins they found on the surface. That's the reason they built their academy here, I guess. To dig all them ruins up.
There's a Sith, well, we know there's a Sith Academy here, but maybe you can tell us something about it.
There's people that come here from all over Sith space to try and join the Academy. Most of them die, I hear. Pretty gruesome business, that.
So how does somebody get to these ruins?
You don't. Not unless you're a Sith in the Academy. They're the only ones allowed on the surface. They pay Zerka to ship things in and out, I guess, but that's all closely monitored.
Oh no, not Zerka again. Have you ever heard of a star map?
A star map? You mean like a navigation chart?
Yeah, but a lot older. Maybe in the ruins. We did see the star map in some sort of cave. Maybe that's in the ruins somewhere.
If them Sith found a star map in those ruins, nobody's ever mentioned it.
Alright.
Yep, take care now.
I normally don't talk to people about those sorts of things just because they pretty much all say the same thing. Like, we can talk to this guy about all that stuff too, but I'm not really going to ask him those questions. One thing I think is rather interesting, I already mentioned it on Manon with that Rodian who was angry and he was very forcefully saying all the normal Rodian dialogue, is that this Twi'lek, and I think there may be a few others in the game, like maybe in the Black Vulcar base, I'm not sure, but they say the normal Twi'lek dialogue in this really low, evil voice. Like, this guy said, Judawana Nini Bobo, like the other guy said, but he said it in this really kind of suspicious voice, like, Judawana Nini Bobo, you know, something like that. How do you know I'm a Jedi? Perhaps I killed a Jedi and took it from him. Why do I get the impression that we're going to have to join the Sith Academy to get to this star map? You know of the Ebon Hawk? Seems like a lot of people around here do.
Rundi Haudonga Kuhungabi, Wana Kunbes, Jink Palamul, Tonk Kingban.
Well, 25 credits really isn't that much compared to the amount that we've got, so let's just go ahead and pay. It's definitely not quite as exorbitant as Manon's.
Kachichu Aitha Haudunga, Inkin Kuno Bamulira Chinkun.
I'm not going to ask him all the other questions, just because we pretty much got what we need to know.
Muchashak Pangpa.
Dreshdae, alright. Dreshdae is a little colony here.
Well, this is a Sith colony. They're the law here. I'm here only to protect Zerka's interests.
Sith and Zerka does not sound like a combination that will be very fun.
No, that is the wrong answer. Again, you pathetic hopefuls can't possibly all be this stupid, can you?
Watawama Mulira, Kinkunjo Peshak, Noba Muliraji, Johnny Yun Turungchi.
I'm no master, yet, but I like the sound of that. Alright, one more question. A lot of you is trying my patience. Alright, let's say you become a Sith and I am your commanding officer. I give you an order to spare the life of an enemy. Do you do it?
Of course, Shardan. Anything you command us.
We would never oppose you.
No. Do you honestly believe that the Sith are in need of such sniveling cowards? Mercy is a weakness. If your leader shows a weakness, it is your duty to kill him and show true authority, true power. That is why the Sith are strong.
Tunipudu, Rana no prata dungno sercha, Ichua penki.
No, you don't understand, and you probably never will. You wouldn't survive 5 seconds in the academy. The other students would tear you apart. Bah! I can't be bothered with fools. Perhaps I should, You, Jedi! You're looking to get in the academy, are you not? Of course you are. Why else would you be here? Let me pose a question to you. These hopefuls will never survive in the academy. A lesson must be taught here, but I am at a loss as to what form it should take.
Well, if you can't think of anything cruel, you really shouldn't be out here, young man, should you?
I wasn't talking to you. I'm thinking to spare them the effort of being killed and do it myself. Perhaps I shall turn their skin inside out. Or Force lightning. Yes, it's a most impressive display. Well, perhaps a bit of humiliation is in order. I could easily strip off their tunics and make them run through the colony. Or they could lose all control of their bodily functions. What do you think? I just can't seem to decide.
You're just a sadistic monster, aren't you? Also, if you strip off their tunics, can't they just put them back on? Besides, what did they do anyway?
We didn't do anything. Please, help us.
Silence! It's not what they did so much as what they didn't do, which is prove themselves worthy. I'm exhausted from dealing with their mulings, so please decide for me, will you?
Well, if they failed, then can't they just go home?
Let them go? And what could possibly convince me to do that?
This is one reason why I saved Korriban for last, is because now that you've found out that you're Darth Revan, or at least you used to be, you can tell everybody that, which is a lot of fun. He is going to just joke around with you about it, though, so let's just try one of these other options.
Now that has to be the funniest thing I've heard all day. Well, fine. Whoever you are, since you've proven such a good sport, the boys can run off. I'm sure your little lesson will give them something to chew on.
He would say the exact same thing if you told him you were Revan, by the way. And we get light side points. You would get dark side points if you gave him an answer that involved humiliation or pain. Let's see what this person has to say. Brie. We are. What sort of merchandise do you offer, buddy? Papisa! I want some papisa. Well, I think we kinda know why, but let's ask him. Yeah, that one guy definitely was obnoxious. So what connections do you have? Well, let's see his merchandise, see if he's got anything good. Let's see here. This is what I've been looking for. Cassus Fett's heavy pistol. We got a lot of great specs on this thing. And this is something that I've been waiting to buy for Karth. And it is an amazing one. It's it is upgradable and it's balanced. So I'm definitely getting that. And it's worth quite a bit. But I don't really care at this point. It is definitely worth the money. And none of this other stuff is really all that appealing. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it at that. Let's see what else everyone here has to say.
Don't go near that Sith place. They won't let you in, and then Sith will probably shoot you before they look at you.
Yeah, I can't really understand the appeal of this place, but more on that later.
Yeah, the Zerka Canteen is the only place to go around here for any real fun.
I'll have to check that out.
Look here, my dear friends. We have some newcomers to the colony, led by a Jedi, no less. I don't believe I've seen any of them before, have you?
I hate Jedi, and these fallen ones are worse. They always get into the academy, and they think they're better than the rest of us.
Well, if you'd seen us before, we wouldn't be newcomers, would we?
Smart-mouthed newcomers, to boot.
Looks pretty fresh to me, Lashon.
That's what I thought. Well, stranger, I don't know whether you're aware of this or not, but here on Korriban, the Sith do as they please. And we are Sith. Quite literally, whether you live or die depends upon our whim. What do you think of that,
I don't need to worry about that. I got my friends here, and we can deal with you if something comes up. I don't think there's really any need for hostilities, though. I mean, we haven't really done anything to provoke you, so I think we can just quietly move on our way.
Oh, neither do I. I simply stated a fact. Do you know how many Sith there are in Dreshdae?
12. No, wait, 13.
Enough to crush this fool! Let's do it, Lasho.
Now, let's not be hasty. Perhaps our friend here could yet offer up some amusement. What do you say? Amuse us, make us laugh, and we might just consider allowing you to live.
Let's see. I'm sure this would make them laugh, but I'm not going to pull that card on everyone. You know what? I think I'm going to use this.
Go on.
One of them Oh, man.
I've heard this one before. I think...
Quiet!
Okay, I'm wondering where this is going. I forgot about this joke.
And then...
Oh. I get it.
Ha! Too funny.
Good one!
Yes, I suppose that wasn't too bad.
She just saluted us.
All right then, my friend. You've done as you were asked. Perhaps we will meet again.
Well, don't count on doing as you ask anymore. I'm not here to humor you. Alright. We'll probably see them again at some point. But let's continue looking around. There's a door here, but that does not go anywhere. Zerka representative. I'm not really a big fan of Zerka, but maybe they can help us somehow.
Greetings. You've heard of that awful business on Idian, yes? Our corporate outpost there has been destroyed by the Wookiee savages. This could put back the use of Wookiee labor considerably. We may even have to abandon the planet completely. Well, what can you do? Sorry. Was there something you needed?
That depends on your definition of terrible. What does Zerka do here on Korriban?
We do some mining here, and are responsible for local shipping and support of the Sith on Korriban. Our starport is mostly just freighters and such. But we do get many travelers that come here to learn from the Sith. I must say, Zerka is in need of droids right now. That's a mighty fine-looking one you have there.
Objection. This unit is not for sale, meatbag.
Yes, of course. No offense meant. Touchy, isn't it? This office is actually our administrative headquarters for this region. Rather inauspicious, isn't it? We offer good prices here to those traders that keep the colony supplied. If you're in need of anything, this is the place to come.
Well, let's see what they have to offer. I think there's another item here that I'd like to purchase. It's either here or somewhere else, but I think it's here. And Zerka works with the Sith. This was something that I think Kratos on Dantooine hinted at. And honestly, it's not too surprising.
Well, why not? This is Sith space now, and the company has to survive regardless of who is in charge. The Republic, the Sith, the economy has to keep going. Now, was there anything else?
Let's see what he has to offer.
You certainly can.
We've got quite a bit of stuff that we could purchase here. Let me see if the thing that yes, this is what I'm looking for. Vertpine Ocular Enhancer. I definitely want to purchase this. And there's some other cool things here too. Let me just see if there's anything else here that might be good. I'm not really interested in these stealth units. I might want to get energy shields at some point though, but I'm not really that interested right now, or that desperate for one, or for buffs. So I think we're pretty good here. Let's go ahead and head out.
One of Korriban's primary trade routes went through Terrace. Now that it's destroyed, the colony here will have an even harder time of it.
Everybody is still expressing their thoughts on Terrace, it seems like.
You'd better be careful around some of those Sith. They'll eliminate any prospects just to remove a potential future threat.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed.
Go about your business, please, citizen.
Thanks. Let's see, can we pick that up? No, we can't. We'll just go about our business. Move along. Move along.
I can't wait to get back to the core systems. This planet is dangerous with all those Sith wandering around.
I'm glad you agree.
Something you need?
Who are you?
Nobody you need to know. I'm just here to try to get into the Sith Academy.
Why would you want to get into the Academy?
Why? Why? That's really a dumb question. To become a Sith, of course. To wield the greatest power in the galaxy.
Yeah, you might want to rethink that, because to be honest, you might be able to wield the greatest power in the galaxy, but there's going to be somebody who's going to come after you who's going to try to backstab you.
Ha! They're weaklings, not worth anyone's attention. It's the Sith that are going to conquer the galaxy, after all.
So what do you think your chances are?
I don't know. I've been here for a few days now, and the Sith still haven't paid me any attention. Suppose I should consider myself lucky. I've heard of some of the prospects getting killed. Still, it's all a test, and I'll just have to be strong.
Okay, if you say so. So how does somebody get into the Academy? This is something that I'm guessing we're probably going to have to do in light of the fact that the Academy, or the people who are in the Academy are the ones allowed to go onto the surface and into those ruins.
Well, you have to impress one of the Sith. The final decision rests with Korriban, however. She's the one who decides exactly which of us get into the Academy or not. I've been hanging out hoping she'll come by and notice me, to be honest.
Well, you kind of look exactly like the guy over there, and the guy who's tending to the ship on the dock, so... yeah. So where's this Euthura person?
Usually she's in the Academy, but sometimes she comes out into the colony to look for prospects. If she's in the colony, she can usually be found in the cantina, but not always. She's one of the most powerful Sith in the Academy, I hear.
Interesting. Well, we'll see if we can find her.
Yeah, go on.
Alright, let's see what we've got here. Enter the Sith Academy. Looks like this just basically reiterates the point about Euthura. Lurzakesh. See if we can talk to this guy. This is the third person to mention that. Whoa. Hand what over? What are you talking about? Well... what business is it of yours? The Ebon Hawk is mine now. This has been quite a while since we saw this container, but if you recall way back when we left, or we were finished with Dantooine, I took a look around the Ebon Hawk, and in the cargo bay there was a container that was locked. And it looks like this might be whatever's inside it. I may have. How much is it worth to you? I could take a look for it. No harm in looking for some credits, or looking for something that will get us credits. Okay, so all we have to do is just get this shipment of spice from the Ebon Hawk. We can't transit back there, but we can just go ahead and use our master speed to go back. Let's go ahead and just take care of this real quick. This won't take too long. Let's see, we got a new quest here called Unfinished Business. Always kind of hard to tell where the ramp is here on... Uh-oh.
Yikukuno noba mulira tikun. Tonghit kun chonching. Neboboje matan.
Good, I was hoping this was going to happen. You mean Malik?
Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule.
Well, I'm not really Revan anymore.
We itanandayata. Wata yuma Wamahuhu nandatik. Shotung ni patoga. Wanakuspe ching palamule tonke.
It's kind of odd that all of a sudden now somebody comes forward and tells us our identity. And I wonder how he knew, considering that we were wearing a mask earlier. Yeah, how do you know who I am?
Ta kungjus tak miki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka.
You're with the exchange.
Ke puna. Bunanai chachu chinba mulerato.
Whoa, he's mad.
Chinba no kunik. Kavadompa ku. Chi gratu loda. Bograshi oniu komba chintono muchuba. Loda ita kun. Ita patisa batua kachatutong. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunotek.
Well, we're not the typical Jedi, I suppose. So how do you know my true identity, though? That's what I'm wondering about.
Tag bis ju bonko kokimak panka. Ching pala chiska mule. Tunarana nu prata donko sicha duma wamama tus. Kuyami jus chikata na patoga ya hulki gokogala jiji. Gawana bot atagwa. Kagidora tekun.
Sources?
Shagji locha wana wama? Kava volpa mulji.
Ah, gotcha.
Chinchun shishineng chene kung no bale muleraji. Manaman atota. Hakiju krata bola shui chongatong. Chong no bunka mulera kung kile. Tong haitwam jiji jom lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dondonga. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun.
This guy is basically hinting at what the dark side ending would involve. Like I said earlier, the light side ending involves basically trying to kill Malak just so that the Sith will not gain dominance, whereas the dark side ending involves killing Malak just for revenge's sake and to supplant him as the Dark Lord of the Sith. But we're not in it for the revenge, though.
Chi gratu loda pograshi oniu kompa chintono muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ita patisa batua katong abong sha umnina. Wanga kumbis keng balemuraya. Shoni yon tunjiji it.
Well, that's good, because we need all the help we can get.
Kavadumpa ku palia mukapata. Punana chaku. Ikung kono pule marachi ko. Tolpa da pongwale kanduna gugu chuchut. Kavadum ku pelio botenya.
Alright, we can check out these premium items when we go to the cantina, and hopefully we'll see that pretty soon.
Tam boragatong mulira siyang turong ni na potata tuanga chuntize igruto haga jijiwa watajuma wana huwa tong abong sha umnina wanga kumbis keng balemuraya.
Alright, good deal. Let's go back to the cantina. Because I think that was the cantina we were just outside when we saw the other guy. Wait a minute, we need to go to the Hawk first. What am I doing here? That's right, we originally came out here to get that shipment of spice first, not to talk to that guy. Wait, isn't that the... Oh, there. That's weird. Alright, let's go back here to the cargo bay. And to that sealed container back here. This secret compartment is still locked. Enter access code Red 47. This is Red 47. I'm going in. The hidden compartment is now unlocked. Spice, alright. We got what we came for. Let's get out of here. Wait a minute. While we're here, I am actually going to equip Karth, because I know that we're going to be taking him with us on the side quest involving Dreshdae. So let me give him, let's see, which one of these should I get rid of? I'm going to get rid of this Mandalorian heavy pistol. And wait. Here we go, Casus Fets. There we go. And let me go ahead and outfit that. Let me take all this stuff off the... Wait a minute. Oh, you gotta be kidding, right? I have to actually make... Oh wait, that wasn't upgradable, was it? Okay, never mind. Never mind. Well, we've got a hair trigger, but that's something, so we'll go ahead and give it that. I'm probably going to go around and buy some upgrades for some of the weapons and armor, just because I think that might help us out a bit. I'm going to take Karth and Jolie, because I want to go ahead and just have Karth with me. And I know that Jolie's got at least one more funny line to come before we get out of Dreshdae, so I'm going to keep him by me, at least for now. Let's go ahead and get speed back on the menu. That totally sounded weird, didn't it? Alright, let's tell our good friend over here that we've gotten the spice. Lures a Kesh. We sure do. I'm not going to ask him for more. Maybe. Tell me more about this. Well, that's interesting. We're gonna go back to Mata anyway to resolve this whole thing with Nico and the swoop racing thing. So maybe we can do this while we're there too. So what happens if we open the box? But what would happen? Is it a bomb or something? Okay, we'll do it. Oh, we're totally gonna open that box up. Let's see, we got another entry under unfinished business for the box. Let's see if we can talk to these folks here.
What do you want?
Who are you?
I'm trying to get into the Sith Academy. Around here they call us hopefuls.
Yeah, we met one of you earlier. Let's see what her reasoning is for wanting to get into the Academy.
Well, that's the only way to become a Sith, isn't it? In the Academy you learn to use the Force.
Yeah, but becoming a Sith isn't the only way to learn how to use the Force, though.
After the Sith conquer the galaxy, there aren't going to be any more Jedi, are there? I guess I'd rather join the winning side.
See, that's just silly reasoning. I don't agree with that.
I thought they were good, but I've been here for days now, and I haven't drawn any attention at all. I suppose that might be good. I don't know. Some of the attention the Sith have shown to other hopefuls has been pretty deadly.
Exactly! You need to get out of here while you still can.
I wish I knew, to tell you the truth. You have to impress one of the Sith, I guess. Either way, it's Yuthura Bon who makes the final decision. She's a Twi'lek Sith Master, I hear. Very high rank. She's the one who decides which hopefuls make it in and which ones don't.
Well, we're gonna see if we can try to find her. I think the other guy said that she was in the cantina, right?
I really couldn't say. I hear that sometimes she comes out into the colony to drink at the cantina, though. But I guess she could be anywhere.
Alrighty.
Alright. Goodbye.
Let's see, are you? Yep, you're a prospective too.
I've had 2 friends killed by the Sith already. It must be some kind of test. I'll survive and make it into the Academy, I know it.
Or maybe they're just trying to make you think it's a test. Let's talk to... Oh, the bartender's Mika. The person that's the guy from the dock said to visit about the premium items. Let's see what he has to say. Zyagrom says you sell special items. I'm not who you think I am, though. I'm not Revan anymore. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's see, what kind of things do you have for sale? Let's see the premium items. He's got some amazing stuff. Like, amazing. Including Pazak cards. And actually, I'm going to buy some weapons upgrades from him as well, and armor upgrades. But I'm going to buy some important stuff. For instance, the Gorge 1 reaction system. It's an implant. I'm going to give this to Zalbar. And it's pretty amazing. I'm also going to buy, let me see where I can find that, an adrenaline stimulator. This is also amazing. This is some amazing headgear, and I'm going to get one for myself. Yeah, we're really whittling down the credits here, but this stuff is pretty much all worth it, and we're going to get tons of credits here on Korriban. I think that's pretty much all the items I want to get for equipping people, but I'm going to go and get some armor upgrades. These are always useful. Whoops, I didn't mean to buy that, but we'll sell it. No worries. And we got a journal entry for that, apparently. I guess that's just for finding the premium items. There's no sign of Yuthura. Usually she's right here, so maybe we'll have to come back later on. Toll Apcar. Looks like we found the Pazak player for this planet. But I'm not really interested, though. Smelia! Thanks. Smelia to you too.
Can you imagine? The Wookiee slaves on Aedean have gone insane and started attacking the Zerka outpost there. It must be horrific.
Well, it's a little bit more complicated than just that.
Yes?
You own the Ebon Hawk, don't you? Wish I could fly a bird like that.
It's a pretty amazing ship, man.
Greetings, friend. Fellow pilot, are you? Wouldn't mind taking a spin in the Ebon Hawk myself. Sleek ship, that one.
Does everyone know here about the Ebon Hawk? Does everyone here know about the Ebon Hawk?
In a small colony like this, everyone knows everyone's business.
It's better than thinking too much about all the Sith lurking about here. The Hawk's been in and out of here for ages, and out-of-the-way starport is a good place for, privateers. Not saying you are one.
Of course. But what if I am, though?
Wouldn't make any difference to me. Just wish I had a ship like that myself. Business is steady here with the Sith, but it's a boring haul.
In case you're forgetting, partner, they don't exactly want us talking about their business.
Ah, who cares about them? I've seen some of those things they're digging up in those ruins in the valley. Pretty creepy, if you ask me.
That's not very reassuring. What have they been digging up?
Weird artifacts. Looks like alien stuff. Maybe aliens lived on Korriban a long time ago. Who knows?
Don't be stupid. I was talking to one of those Sith, and he said there are tombs there dating back to when the Sith were here in ancient times.
There were Sith here in ancient times? Sounds like he was feeding you a line. Korriban's only been settled for a short time.
So says you. He said the planet was settled by the Sith a long time ago. And then they all left or something. Those tombs are really important to him.
Tombs, eh? That makes the stuff they send us even creepier. Wish I didn't have to haul it around.
I wouldn't be surprised if there were aliens over here on Korriban, because in the other planets, like Dantooine and Kashyyyk, we've seen evidence that these mysterious builders were somehow involved in those planets and that they left the star maps there. So where do you take these things?
We used to haul everything to Terrace, and the Sith would take it off our hands there. Not sure where we'll be bringing it now.
Do you have any of these artifacts now?
Nah, we're not due for another shipment for at least another week.
Aw. Well, we already know the answer to that question, so I'll be going.
Sure thing. Good flying, friend.
Thank you.
What? What?
What? Guys. Seriously, guys. Okay, you move there.
Uh-huh.
You move there.
Yes.
And now we can go through. Cantina sign. Can we read the cantina sign? The drunk side. Forget the light side and the dark side. Let's all join the drunk side. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and close this out, and we will journey out into the exit and see what's on the surface in the next video.